Imagine stepping into a night where time seems to slow down and the air is filled with a Christmas magic that only Disney can deliver. The streets sparkle under twinkling lights that shimmer like thousands of tiny stars. Every corner feels alive with stories wrapped in holiday cheer. You can almost hear the whispers of the season as you walk deeper into this enchanted celebration. But this kind of magic doesn't just happen by chance. There's a silent race against the clock, a set of strategies known only to insiders. It's about anticipation, careful planning, and knowing exactly where to be and when to catch the very best moments. The difference between an ordinary visit and one you'll never forget lies in these secrets. Tonight, you'll learn what's hot and almost sold out, discover exclusive experiences, and identify the must-see moments that turn a fun night into a true Christmas adventure. Whether you want to meet rare characters, catch dazzling parades, or savor the best treats, this knowledge will help you squeeze every drop of magic from your time. So, if you're ready to leave behind the everyday hustle and dive into a night bursting with wonder, stick around. Together, we'll explore every corner of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party 2025, uncovering tips and tricks that will make your visit smoother and more magical at every turn. Before we dive in, go ahead and hit that like button if you feel the holiday spirit already. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up next, and leave a comment telling me where you're watching from. This celebration is for us all, no matter where in the world we are. Tickets and urgency. People always say there's time, but with this party, time vanishes faster than holiday cookies. November nights at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party? Already gone. December is shrinking too, each day quietly turning red on Disney's ticket calendar. You think you'll grab your ticket next week, but next week becomes never, and by then, the gates are shut to the luckiest few. What surprises most visitors is how early the rush begins. The moment Halloween decorations fade, the Christmas lights flicker on, and so does the ticket frenzy. Families plan months ahead, chasing that single night that fits perfectly between school schedules and travel dreams. Every ticket tells a story. One night, one chance, one memory waiting to happen. Buying early isn't just practical, it's emotional. It means securing your seat inside the story before it's full. Disney releases different dates with limited capacity, and once those are gone, even the most magical wish can't bring them back. You can almost imagine the sound of a sold-out date, a soft, digital sigh saying, "You waited too long." So if you're dreaming of walking down that snow-covered Main Street while the castle shimmers in gold, the time to act is now. Because this isn't just an event, it's the heartbeat of the holidays at Disney. And missing it feels like missing the one night when the park itself believes in magic again. Planning the party day. The secret to enjoying Mickey's Christmas party isn't how much you see, it's how much you feel. And believe me, starting too early in the day can drain that magic fast. Many guests think it's smart to visit another park before the party, but by the time the snow falls on Main Street, they're running on fumes. Disney days are marathons dressed as fairy tales. Pace yourself if you want to feel every sparkle. The best move? Spend the morning slow. Maybe enjoy a resort breakfast, take a dip in the pool, or wander through Disney Springs. Save your energy for the night, when the music softens, the lights flicker awake, and the park feels like it belongs just to you. When twilight hits and the gates open for the party, it feels like stepping into your own private storybook. Choosing the right day is an art too. If seeing Happily Ever After is on your bucket list, plan the fireworks for a night without the party. That show plays only on regular evenings. Then reserve your Christmas party for another night, where the Starlight Parade and themed fireworks take over. It's like catching two completely different versions of the same dream. And here's a little-known perk. Party nights make daytime hours quieter. While everyone else waits for the event to begin, the park's crowds thin out. So if you happen to visit Magic Kingdom that morning, you'll walk onto rides with almost no wait. Sometimes even the magic hides in the small strategic choices we make long before the first snowflake falls. Understanding the map and getting organized. The first thing they hand you when you walk in isn't just paper. It's a treasure map made of snowflakes and ink. Disney's Christmas party map feels alive, sparkling with little icons that promise laughter, music, and cocoa refills. Each symbol hides a story: a candy cane for snacks, a snowflake for photo spots, a music note for dances. You start tracing lines like a child again, wondering what to see first. It helps to pause under a lamppost, map open, as the lights around you hum quietly. Somewhere between Adventureland and Fantasyland, you realize this isn't about covering every inch, it's about finding your rhythm. The map lists key times for parades, stage shows, and fireworks. Highlight them, circle your must-sees, then let curiosity guide the rest. It's strategic magic, planned but never rigid. Before the party officially begins, the map shows what's open for daytime guests. After 7 p.m., it transforms. New sections glow and entire dance zones appear out of nowhere. It's like a living storybook turning its own page. Knowing that difference can save precious time, especially when snowflakes start to drift through Main Street and decisions feel harder under that beautiful chaos. The trick is to treat the map like a whisper, not a rule book. It's there to remind you that everything has its moment, from cookie corners to castle stages. Follow the rhythm of the lights, not the pressure of the clock, because every good Disney night unfolds best when you know where to go, but still dare to get lost a little. Special character encounters. You can feel it before you even see them, that electric hum in the crowd when someone special steps into the light. Meeting Disney characters during the Christmas party feels different, more personal somehow. Maybe it's the music whispering through the air or the way snowflakes catch on their costumes. Suddenly, you're not just watching a story, you're part of it. Inside Princess Fairytale Hall, Anna and Elsa stand side by side, a rare sight outside Arendelle. Their laughter fills the room like glitter you can hear. Over at Town Square Theater, Mickey and Minnie wait in matching holiday outfits, framed by twinkling garlands. You catch them sharing a quiet giggle before you walk in, and for a heartbeat, you forget their characters at all. They're friends welcoming you home. Further down the park, the rare ones appear, the kind fans whisper about. Jack Skellington in his hauntingly festive suit, Sally quietly twirling beside him, her patchwork dress sparkling under the castle glow. Somewhere, Moana greets guests near Adventureland. Jack Sparrow leans against a lantern, and Aladdin seems to appear out of the night itself. It's like every corner of the park is breathing with life you almost can't believe is real. If you listen closely, each greeting carries its own rhythm. A laugh, a hug, a moment frozen in time. The smartest visitors plan these meetings carefully because cues here aren't just lines, they're portals. Step through, and suddenly you're 6 years old again, meeting your favorite hero for the very first time. Main shows and entertainment. When night finally settles over the castle, the park transforms into something completely different. The air thickens with music, light, and that quiet gasp of wonder that only Disney can summon. The parade begins like a dream rolling down Main Street. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmastime parade, reindeer prancing, toy soldiers drumming in perfect rhythm. Catch it at 8:30 or 11, but the late one, that's when the crowd thins and the lights feel brighter. Then comes the Frozen holiday surprise, and suddenly everything turns to silver and blue. Elsa's voice drifts across the castle courtyard as she sprinkles frost across the towers, making them glisten under the moonlight. Whether you see it at 6:15 or 8:15, it's the kind of moment where you hold your breath without realizing it. Soft, magical, and gone too soon. Between shows, the castle stage comes alive again. Mickey, Minnie, friends, dancers, all wrapped in sequins and snow. The energy pulls you closer until you're clapping without thinking, smiling like someone who's just remembered why they love holidays in the first place. At exactly 10 p.m., the sky answers back. Fireworks bloom like candy-colored petals, and the music swells into something you can feel deep in your chest. Snow drifts down over the crowd, and for a heartbeat, the whole park stands still. It's not just fireworks, it's a shared heartbeat made of color, sound, and the quiet belief that magic might really exist. Dance parties and kids' activities. Some corners of the park don't follow the rules of bedtime. In one moment, you hear the distant beat of drums, and then, there it is, a burst of laughter and Christmas pop filling the air. The Disney Junior Dance Party lights up with tiny footsteps, glowing bracelets, and parents pretending they're not having just as much fun. It's pure joy and motion, a snow globe that forgot to sit still. Walk a bit farther and you'll find another rhythm pulsing through Tomorrowland. Stitch, wearing his adorable Santa outfit, is leading his own intergalactic holiday dance. Lights flash, kids twirl, and suddenly the futuristic skyline looks like a disco wrapped in starlight. It's impossible not to smile. Even the shy ones end up dancing within minutes. For the little dreamers who prefer calm to chaos, there is a quiet refuge tucked near the holiday village. Inside, children draw while waiting for Santa, their crayons gliding like sleighs across paper. The whole room smells like sugar cookies and crayons. Simple, nostalgic, perfect. Around them, the soft sound of carols plays, and everything feels like a safe pause inside the energy of the night. These spaces might not make the guidebooks, but they hold a special kind of magic, the everyday kind, the kind that happens when a family forgets the schedule and just moves to the rhythm of laughter. That's where the real Disney glow hides, not in lights or fireworks, but in the faces of the people dancing beneath them. Exclusive souvenirs. The best surprises are often the ones waiting quietly at the gate. When you step into the party, cast members greet you with smiles and something a little extra. A cookie, warm and sweet, wrapped in festive paper. It's simple, but it sets the tone. It's as if the park is whispering, "Welcome to the celebration." That first bite feels like an invitation into the story. And then there's the real treasure, this year's exclusive Christmas ornament, shaped like a tiny red truck carrying glimmering presents. It's handed out at the end of the night, the perfect way to mark a moment you'll want to remember. People tuck it carefully into their bags, knowing it'll hang on their tree months later, carrying the scent of cocoa and distant laughter. There's something beautifully human about these gestures, free, fleeting, but filled with meaning. You see adults clutching their ornaments like they're holding proof that the magic still exists. Kids wave their cookies like trophies, bouncing on tiptoes as snowflakes drift around them. It's not about the souvenir itself, it's about what it represents. Long after the fireworks fade, these little keepsakes turn into story fragments. Every year, someone unwraps that same ornament and whispers, "Remember when we stood there?" That's Disney's secret superpower, turning even the simplest gift into a spark that keeps glowing long after the night ends. Complimentary food and drinks. There's a special kind of warmth that spreads when you hold a cup of Disney's hot chocolate under the Christmas lights. It's like the park itself is offering a hug. Along every path, cast members hand out treats. Cookies still soft from the oven, cups of spiced apple cider, eggnog that smells like childhood memories. Every bite feels like a tiny pause from the excitement, a reminder that joy can be as simple as something sweet and warm in your hands. The cookie stations dot the park like hidden treasures. Some serve classic sugar cookies dusted with glittery frosting. Others offer chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, or peppermint swirls. Each one sits near glowing ornaments and smiling faces, turning snack breaks into mini moments of celebration. The best part? You can collect them all, like edible postcards from every corner of the night. Then there's the aroma. Pumpkin drinks humming with cinnamon, chocolate steaming under the cool air, vanilla drifting through Main Street. It mixes with the sound of laughter and distant sleigh bells, wrapping you in an invisible blanket. Even if you've had a dozen cups already, somehow the next one still feels new. That's the quiet spell Disney casts, turning ordinary flavors into nostalgia on cue. People always talk about the big shows or rare characters, but ask anyone later what they remember most, and they'll smile. It's the warmth, the taste, the smell of that night. Because while the lights fade and the snow melts, the flavor of Disney Christmas stays tucked somewhere deeper, the kind of memory you can still taste when December rolls around again. Attractions with short wait times.
One of the rarest sights in Magic Kingdom is an empty queue, and tonight, it's real. During Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, as crowds gather for cookies and fireworks, the rides start to breathe again. Big Thunder Mountain roars through the night almost non-stop. Space Mountain hums with glowing red and green lights. Pirates of the Caribbean sways quietly in candlelit calm. It feels like the park is letting you peek behind the curtain of chaos. Peter Pan's flight, usually a 40-minute wait, becomes a 5-minute secret. The storybook ships glide silently above London, carrying tired smiles through glittering skies. You walk straight onto attractions that usually demand patience: Haunted Mansion, Buzz Lightyear, Jungle Cruise, all waiting like old friends waving you in. For a few short hours, time seems to bend, slowing just enough for you to live inside the magic instead of waiting for it. Of course, there are exceptions. Tron and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train still hold their usual charm and their usual lines. Even then, the wait rarely stretches beyond 35 or 40 minutes, a small trade for some of the park's brightest thrills. At night, their lights shimmer differently, blending with the Christmas glow, turning each launch into something cinematic. This rhythm, shows on one side, rides on the other, creates a perfect balance. You can drift between emotion and adrenaline like turning pages in a favorite story. And maybe that's the real trick. While everyone else looks skyward at fireworks, you're racing through a nearly empty park, living your own private version of the dream.
Strategies to avoid long lines. Every Disney night has its rhythm. If you listen closely, you can move with it. The first trick? Watch the first parade, not the second. Most guests crowd Main Street for the 8:30 showing, phones raised like lanterns. But when it ends, they scatter toward rides and character spots. That's your cue. While everyone's chasing snacks and photos, you're already inside a nearly empty Fantasyland. The second parade, at 11 o'clock, is the quiet one. Streets empty, lights shimmer wider, and snowflakes fall into untouched air. That's when you get your best photos, your calmest moments, your longest breaths. If you've already caught the first show, the rest of the night is yours, a playground of short waits and hidden corners. Here's a move few people know. When the first parade ends, head straight to Town Square Theater. Mickey and Minnie stay for photos, but their line evaporates once Main Street clears. It's like finding an unguarded treasure chest. The same goes for certain meet and greet areas. Characters sometimes wave at guests passing by with no line at all, as if luck just decided to smile your way. The magic of the party isn't about rushing, it's about timing. Each decision saves minutes that grow into memories, quiet rides, better seats, softer moments. Because in a place built on wishes, the smartest strategy is to know when to pause, when to move, and when to just stay still and watch the snow fall.
Priorities within limited time. No matter how magical the night feels, time inside Mickey's Christmas Party moves differently, faster, softer, almost like sand slipping through your fingers. You can't do everything, and that's part of the charm. Between parades, shows, photo spots, and rides, choices become little acts of courage. What will you sacrifice to make your night unforgettable? That question hangs in the air like music from the castle stage. Some guests chase the fireworks, standing shoulder to shoulder near the hub, eyes reflecting the colors above. Others skip the crowds and wander into empty rides, choosing laughter over spectacle. And then there are those who wait patiently for that one photo with a rare character, knowing the line may eat an hour, but the memory a lifetime. Every decision carries its own kind of magic. The secret is to accept that you can't catch it all. You pick your story. Maybe it's about dancing under fake snow or riding Space Mountain 3 times in a row. Maybe it's about watching your kid fall asleep on your shoulder during the parade. Whatever you choose, that becomes your version of the night, just as valid, just as beautiful. Toward the end, when the music slows and lights begin to dim, you'll feel it. A quiet gratitude that you were there at all. The park hums like a lullaby, and even though you missed a few things, somehow it feels perfect. That's the thing about this Christmas party. It teaches you to trade perfection for presence, and that's where the magic truly lives.
When the last note of Christmas music fades and the snow machines quiet down, something rare lingers in the air, a silence filled with gratitude. You look around and realize the lights are dimmer now, but they're still dancing on every smiling face. Main Street feels slower, almost suspended in gold. Maybe that's Disney's final trick of the night, reminding us that even endings can glow. As you walk toward the exit holding your ornament or the last cookie crumb, little moments replay in your mind. The laughter, the scents, the kid in pajamas waving at Mickey. It all feels like one long exhale after a happy day. You start thinking about how simple joy really is, made of cinnamon, laughter, and lights wrapped around the heart. There's always that quiet question during the walkout. What was your favorite part? Was it the fireworks, the characters, that ride you didn't expect to love so much? Everyone answers differently, and yet it all means the same thing. For one night, you belonged to the story. You were part of the magic, not just watching it. If this video made you see Disney in a new light, subscribe and help us keep these stories alive. Because behind every ride, there's a human heartbeat. And somewhere between the lights and the laughter, that's where the real magic hides. Tell me in the comments, what's the one Disney memory that never leaves you?